Hi children, in previous class we learned about the foreign trade and today we are going to learn about the domestic trade. Foreign trade means the trade relationship with the other country. The domestic trade means internal trade, trade within the country. So internal trade also flourished along with foreign trade. This was mainly due to the well connected and well maintained road links between important places. Securing trade route was of primary importance for every ruler as it ensured the growth of trade and economy. So, for the internal trade, the roads are very important. So, the rulers given importance to make good road and transport system, and the merchants traveled in well guarded caravans. Large caravans means they travel along with their um, animals and many things to sell things. And a large empire like Mughal Empire enabled a secure environment for movement of goods from one place to another. The Mughal empires, they encouraged the trade, and for that they made a good environment for the movement of the goods from one place to another place. For example, wheat from Punjab, rice from Bengal, sugar from Kannauj, and betel leaves from Dar. It all sent to all important towns in the empire. And by road and also by river routes, they used river routes and inland waterways also. So important rivers like Ganga, Indus, Krishna and Tungabhadra had large boat playing on them, carrying goods and product from one place to another. Not only by the road, but from river. They used river and they used inland waterways for sending things, goods to one place to another place. Through this Ganga, Indus, Krishna and Tungabhadra, they send goods to other parts of the country. And by this trade, the rulers got a revenue. So they monitored closely by the rulers. The trade is monitored by the rulers, and they made uniform taxation laws, strict adherence of rulers, and constant supervision enabled trade to flourish. The traders, they are given more importance on trade. They made some new laws and about the tax, and they made some agreement with the traders also. So in spite of all prosperity, something happened with the traders, that sometimes the mobilities and the members of royal family, they did not pay for goods and service they purchased. They the things which are they purchased, they were not ready to pay for that things. So the traders collected more money from the common people. Sometimes the traders would not disclose their true income because they wanted to avoid the unnecessary taxes. This is all about the internal trade. Then next topic is economy. Because of all this trade relationship with the foreign countries, India become very rich country. And it is estimated that the 16th century the GDP of India was 1/4 of the world. GDP both high में उस समय में आए थे 16th century में. And Vijayanagara Empire, we learned in previous class, Vijayanagara Empire was the rich place, rich empire, and it had a trade relationship with many other countries. Always its ports were full of ships loaded with goods from different countries, and through that विजयनगरा एम्पायर फिर से और रिच हो गया. हमेशा उनको ट्रेड रिलेशनशिप फॉरेन कंट्री से होते रहते थे. एंड दे एक्सपोर्टेड स्पाइसेस, पर्ल्स, प्रेशियस स्टोन्स and cotton cloth. These all things they exported from India to other countries, and they imported horse, then copper, mercury, rose water. These all things they imported. So the market in the ports were prominent business centers. हमेशा import और export होते रहते थे विजयनगरा एम्पायर की ports. And under the Mughal Empire, a uniform customs and taxation system was introduced, which allowed proper monitoring the trade and commerce. The Mughal emperors supported the trade relationship with other country, and they उन लोग ने एकदम अच्छा से मॉनिटर कर दिया ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स में. And after the decline of Mughal Empire, Nawabs and Nizams, they got the power. small territories करके Nawabs and Nizams ruling करते थे. They also followed the same rule. Even the Marathas, they also followed these rules to maximum benefit. But in 1770, a great famine happened in Bengal. Because of that, it affect the economy of the country, and near about 5% of the population died due to this famine. And it had a great impact on revenue from this region. ये region से 1770 का जो famine की वजह से income कम हो गया. Anyway, India was a very rich country in those days. Okay, thank you.